Muy bien.
All right, just a few. First of all, do we have any departmental concerns? Talk about any issues going on?
Tricia asked me to remind everybody to attend IEP meetings.
Okay, we still doing them at IEP
7:45.
meetings, we move them at 7:45 or 3:30.
So there's one
So
going on
that
now.
everybody can attend. So, that's the reason we did that. So, please, have your department if they, yeah, I think they still give early notifications, so, just tell them, please attend those, meetings. Portfolios, you tell your departments, those portfolios are due. If the kids fail a class, turn your portfolios into, your administrator. I get all senior portfolios. And just remind them that portfolio should be a living and breathing document where you're putting stuff in them all the time. So those things should be available on request. So it shouldn't be something that at the end of grading time you have to try to put together. Also parental contact, making sure that they, document that parent contact, because that's one of the things on the on your TEKS. That's number 10 as far as one of your standards on your TEKS is parental contact. And speaking of the TEKS, we did Schoology at the beginning of the year, and the agreement was we would use the Schoology from a management standpoint instead of doing the blue notebooks. Everybody remember that we agreed to do Schoology in place of the blue notebooks, and then I was going to look at your Schoology, and when it's time for formatives and summatives, I look at Schoology to do the same thing that I would do if you turned in the blue notebook. Well, somewhere along the line, people have stopped doing Schoology and switched to Google Classroom. Now, you can do Google Classroom. I don't care nothing about doing Google Classroom, but it doesn't replace what the purpose of Schoology was, okay? So it's okay to do Google Classroom if you want to, but don't stop updating your stuff in Schoology, because I'm looking at Schoology just from strictly a management standpoint. Now, some teachers have taken it a little further and, doing stuff in their classes, which is great. And if they want to do Google Classroom with that, I don't have a problem. But don't drop one to do the other, okay? Because the agreement was Schoology from a management standpoint, and that's what I'm going to be looking at the end of the year, okay? So I think it was a little bit of, because even when technology, the IFs brought Google Classroom, I was telling them to be real careful, because I didn't want teachers to feel like they had to do two platforms. Now, I know they've asked teachers, well, try it out in your class, and if you like it and you want to do that, that's fine, but don't drop what you're doing in Schoology, because that's what I'm going to be checking.
Yes, sir. Have Dr. Henry.
She needs me?
Well, I need to give you a message.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So please relay that to them about Schoology and Google Classroom. I think that they're going to Google Classroom, and it's something that somebody that used both, if they feel like we can get the same thing off of Google, and I don't mind, but we had Schoology in place, and then I think it was later on, a couple months after school started, when Google Classroom started. So we had already put a lot of time and effort. We uploaded everybody's account, so that's why I was telling them, so individually, if you want to go use Google Classroom, that's fine, but don't stop doing Schoology. English, we're going to probably do the student climate survey, the English department. That deadline is coming up. I'm probably looking at Friday, and if that's too soon, then Monday. You just let me know which day would be best. Please have the teachers go in and sign off on their TEKS. platform, if you had your walkthroughs or your formatives and stuff, if you had that, just go ahead and sign off on it so you can get that green check mark. All right, last but not least, morning duty. Y'all know we made the change from 7:15 to 7:30, and the agreement was, and I have the notes, the agreement was that if somebody is late, then you would go to 7:15 for that week, and then you'd also make up a day. Now that was the agreement. You know, 7:30 is 7:30. Can't, 7:31, you're late. There's no difference in late and later. There's no such thing as later. So we took that 15 minutes off. This is a trial thing. Now, if teachers are late and all of a sudden it turns into a big uproar because you got to make up the time and you start counting, well, I was just a minute, then we'll just do 7:15 and be done with it. But I'm not going to take off 15 minutes and we in minimum manning. Y'all got to understand, in the morning, I've got 2 administrators. If one is not covering the alternative school, that'll put 1 administrator. I'll go down there if I'm not dealing with a parent this morning. So we'll have 1 administrator in the cafeteria. We'll have Coach English and an officer out by the metal detector. So at any given time, I can have 3 to 4 people in there with approximately 60, 70, 80 kids. So that's why I'm such a stickler on being on time, because we in very minimum manning in that cafeteria from 7:15 to 7:30. But what we're trying to do is, y'all were telling us how important that 15 minutes. So we're trying to accommodate. And that's what we're trying to do. So we do appreciate, and this just started January 12th, so we've been doing it a couple of weeks. So we do appreciate all of you all that's making an effort to get there. But I'm talking about, I just need clarification. I'm talking about in your duty station, not cooking a biscuit, getting coffee. If you got to do all that, get here early, do all that. But at that 7:30, when we look around, I need you in your spot, okay? So please just remind teachers of that agreement. All right? Anything for me? All right. Thank y'all so much.